What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of the Ball to Ball series. As y'all know by now, Ball to Ball is an opportunity for come home to sit down with men and just chop it up about the ups and downs of the hair loss journey as well as manhood. Today, I got another special guest. Y'all know how it goes. My boy Jeff with me. Jeff, thank you for joining us today, bro. Kick game to the audience. Give them an intro. Where you from, what you do, interesting facts, something like that, man.
Most Def, what's going on, everybody? As he said, my name is Jeff, located in New Jersey, born and raised in Newark. I'm actually a project manager, grant writer, and consultant. So I work in the pharmaceuticals and also have my own entrepreneurial grant writing consulting business, Prolific Pillars. A little fun fact with me, I'm an avid runner. I love music, so I'm also an audio ambassador. I love listening to different genres of music.
We got to get to that. We got to get to that right quick. You said you're a big music guy. And you also said prolific pillars. So I can easily make a connection between those two. But let me talk to you, man. Are you a Nipsey Hussle fan at all?
Yes. Nipsey is definitely top five. Just a lot of the content that he spits, he's just real. And I just relate to it a lot. Like Principles is huge on me. So to be able to incorporate that in music, his swag, his morale, like definitely real one. He a real one.
Super 10 toes, man. Everybody knows I'm a huge Nipsey Hussle fan. So I know I got a real one with me today, no doubt.
Big facts.
Also, a question I got to ask you, man. You talked about being from Jersey. Back in the day, y'all had the New Jersey Nets. They skated on y'all, slid down to Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying?
Huge.
So how you feel about that? Are you a Brooklyn fan or you're not rocking with that move?
So I would say that I don't really have a team. I'm definitely a fan of Brooklyn, but I just kind of I like the sport itself. I definitely think that Brooklyn got a squad this year. I see them definitely going to the finals, barring no injuries. But yeah, they definitely skated on us for a little bit, and I felt some kind of way, man. But they paid back with it with big talent. We got the big three: KD, Harden, Kyrie. Got some additional good role players, so I'm hoping big. I'm hoping that Jersey could get this ring and then have a parade.
You in Barclays this season?
Yeah, definitely. Most def, bro. I think it's this generation with talent. You ain't gonna see nothing like this again. So I'm taking advantage of it,
Already, no doubt. Last time I'm gonna ask you about Jersey is you got the Giants and you got the Jets. Do you got a specific team or you're not rocking with neither either?
Nah, I'm definitely not rocking with neither of them. With football, I feel like the Giants and Jets are a perfect fit to the Knicks, bro. Like, you're just gonna be a heartbroken sports fan. Like they do this every year. They disappoint every year. So I'm cool off them. I was a Tampa Bay fan a long time ago, but now similar, I'm just a fan of the sport. I appreciate good skill, good talent, and good players.
No doubt. Hey man, so one of the things we like to talk about when come home is the concept and idea of home. You keep getting about Jersey already and Newark. Tell me more about when you think about the concept of home. What memories does that bring up for you, Brody?
Oh man, so it's just it's a lot. I feel born and raised in Newark. My parents are from Ghana, West Africa. So a lot of things that that come to me is just tradition, family, protection, loyalty, just a safe haven. Being able to kind of go to a place or be in an environment that's giving me good energy, that's supportive. And I can kind of just be away from the world. I think that's super real to me, and that's what I consider home myself.
No doubt. Everybody watching, shout out to everybody, the West Africans. You know what I'm saying? I'm Nigerian. We got Ghana here too, so that's big love. You heading back there in December?
I want to. I got to see how that works, man. Just working on this moving up some pieces for work, but it looks like I should be there present.
No doubt, for sure. Well, dog, man, you know why we're here. Enough small talk. Everybody came here to kind of learn more about your hair loss journey, bro. So I need you to take me back, man. Take me back to whether it's middle school, high school, whatever you can remember. And let's start there, man. Talk about what you had going on. Was it the waves? Was it just the regular low cut braids, whatever? Let's start as early as you can remember, middle school, high school. Walk me through, bro.
Damn. So I got to take it back to maybe the 2000s, right? Yeah. I'm thinking around third, fourth grade or so. I probably was the first person in my elementary school with a do-rag, honestly. I think so. I had a two-tone joints. Used to walk to school every morning. I had the brush. I used to use the Sporting Waves grease. You feel me? Like I was on it. Like, I mean, you brushing your hair, you making sure like you getting the strokes on each side, like you good, it's laid down. And then you went from that transition to even like when you had do-rags, when we got older, we went from the regular do-rags to the silkies. Like you learning about your hair, you feel me? But it was very interesting time. Like I used to love taking care of my hair. But also kind of just more so just the waves. I used to love the 360 waves, had them roping. From there to high school, had the little chin strap that connected. So I'm thinking I'm super fly. But I started noticing like I have like, obviously I'm African, I have like the more rougher hair. And I kind of started off with P's, right? And then started to train my hair to brush it to be waves. So from there, I kind of noticed that, but didn't really pay attention as I got older. I started noticing like the products I was using, they weren't really all natural. And over time, it started eating away at like my hairline and just kind of like eating away at my overall hair. So, you know, through high school, you know, you got the wave competition with your fellas, your bros. And I'm still killing them. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm bald now, but nobody was seeing me. And that's when I started to notice like, all right, like, yo, my hair is like starting to get eaten away, but it wasn't crazy. It was still fine.
But where was this at? Was you seeing it eating away hairline? Was it where?
Yeah, so it was more so just like the hairline. I started noticing like, all right, it's like receding a little bit, it's eating, but I could still get away because my waves are on point. So, you know, like you get a fresh lineup. Back then we was getting you know, you getting your hair outlined in black or the blackouts where they weren't crazy. You know what I mean? That's how we was doing before. And then when I got to college, I started noticing my hairline is receding like a lot. And, you know, you try.
We gotta shout them out. Where you go to college at?
Oh, I went to Rutgers. RU, Jersey forever. You know, the fam is all out there. So definitely a great network, and I met some great people. Life changer forever.
Shout out to Rutgers for sure.
Yeah. And that's kind of when I noticed, like, started paying a little bit more attention to my hair. Right. Still had the waves on. Still was trying to hold on. You know, I wasn't like balding. It was just more sort of like hairline receding. So I graduated.
With that, was your barber saying anything? Were you having that conversation with the barber yet? Like, yo, you know, it's going back a little bit. So it's like, you know, what can you do? Was that happening yet or not quite?
And so like, I think I just wasn't as aware of it. I feel like with barbers too, they kind of gonna go what you tell them. Like they just kind of gonna cut your hair. They're gonna try to like stay clear of it. And I noticed that they would try to like, you know what I mean, if your hairline's receding or you got an uneven hairline, they're gonna touch the parts that maybe aren't as receding or maybe are solid just to kind of even it out. So they would do that, you know what I mean, just to have like a straight line, but like that conversation of actually taking care of your hair never happened. You know, I never really was proactive in like, all right, like, well, why is my hair receding? Or, you know, what's going on? Or maybe trying to find better tips. And I kind of just kept getting my hair cut. So fast forward to maybe like 4 years post-grad. And I'm getting older, I'm in the work environment, and I started noticing like my hair thinning a little bit. So I'm like, all right, at that time I was working at Sloan Kettering, which is a cancer hospital. So I'm thinking maybe it's just the day-to-day activities of stress because I'm going to a different state. I'm stressing a lot. So maybe that's what it is. Like my hair is still fine, but I'm noticing the changes before other people are, right? So I'm just being a lot more self-conscious with it. You know, I'm paying more attention. At that time, when I'm going to barbers now, I'm telling them like, yo, like, be easy on this cut. You feel me? Like, don't go crazy. Like, watch where you cutting. All right. And at this time, my hairline wasn't even receding anymore. It's like my actual hair that's thinning. So that's when I started paying more attention to the products I'm using. I'm like, all right, let me see what's in this product. You know, I know when I was younger, you kind of would just slap on the sporting waves and that shit is choking out your pores. You're not even
so thick, son.
Thick. You feel me? Like, it's like, yo, you're not even paying attention. Like, but you so focused on trying to get your waves, these 360 that you like, yo, this is not, now that I'm realizing, I'm like, yo, I'm killing the cells in my hair. You feel me? So now I'm paying attention as I'm getting older post-grad. And then maybe like that was the 4-year period from post-grad. Maybe like 3 years after that, I'm noticing like my hair is like really thinning to the point where like, oh shit, like I see the bald spot coming. So I'm like,
wait, let's stop there, bro. Let's stop there. So you seeing it like, is this the crown now?
Yeah, so this is the crown now. So like it's the way my hair is it's funny because like everything is solid and then it's just the crown here and then it was like thinning a little bit, you know what I mean? So I'm like, now it's like, it's more concerning. Before I could get away with it. Now I'm just like, oh, like my hair is like, it's done. It's finito.
Talk to me about that concern, bro. What was going through your head when you was like, yo, now something is tricky? What were you going through, bro? Because you know what I'm saying? When I went through it and I first really peeped, I was like, I was taken aback, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, what is going on, son? So like when you first, because I guess another question is, did you have people on your mom's side that's bald, pop side that bald? Did you ever think you might start to lose your hair? Because I never did.
And that's what's so crazy. So my pops, he actually had a full head of hair. He was fine, you know what I mean? He just started getting a low cut when he was getting older. And then my older brothers, they still got full head of hairs. I mean, like intact hairlines, like the jet black. So I'm like, yo, like what the fuck going on? You feel me? Like, what's going on? And it was just like kind of weird to me. It just kind of caught me aback of how fast it was happening. And at this point too, I'm not even 30 yet. So I'm just kind of thinking like, yo, what is this? And it definitely made me a lot more self-conscious, right? Like I'm going out now, I'm just paying attention. I may throw in a hat a lot more times when I can't get to a barber. If I can't get to a barber, sometimes you don't want to go out, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
or
talk about that, bro.
Right? Like
talk about that, because bro, it's been plenty of times, specifically like, you know what I'm saying? I remember when I was going through it, I would pop out with my gang, you know, hitting the club, whatever, I would have the hat on. Cause like, bro, it was so bad for me. I would get a haircut and I would still be self-conscious about it. So I would still put a hat on, you know what I'm saying? So I would pay 20, you know, I said at the shop and then put the hat on. So, you know, I would still be going out to spots with my boys. And the thing I would dread the most, the bouncer be like, yo, no hats.
No hats. That's, it goes to the soul, bro. When they say that no hats, you like, damn, yo, y'all sure y'all want to go here? Y'all want to check out another spot? Yeah, it used to catch me, yo. It used to definitely catch me. I'd be like, damn, it's something that made me like, I had to pay attention to that, right? Like it just was like, I'm thinking about it so much that it's making me uncomfortable, right? It's making you uncomfortable that, oh, I didn't get to the barber. And then, you know, you think about this spot of the other perception. So you become a lot more self-conscious. And then I started getting the low cuts, like the real low Caesars, like that transition right before bald, but I still got some hair. And that was that period of like hope, quote unquote, right? At that point, I'm paying attention to my hair. So now,
before you started doing that, did you ever get the jokes? Like while you was down bad here, was the homies on you? Were any girls, like anybody noticed? It was really just an internal battle really for you?
So I think it was an internal battle. I feel like some of my homies have always made jokes like, yo, you would be fine with a bald, you might as well cut it off, you know what I mean? But it was something like I was just so in tune and attached to having waves, like that was my thing, you feel me? And then when I started to lose it, it was like, oh damn, like my hair's just straight again. And then I kind of had to just accept it, right? Like I don't got hair no more. It's not doing what it used to do. I just got to deal with it. And that at that point, that's when I cut it low and it was fine. Like it was like a good look. A lot of people, you used to get a lot of compliments, women like, yo, that fits you.
You had the beard already? You had the beard
already?
Yeah.
So I had a beard, but it wasn't a full grown Sunni. So at that time, once I made the transition, it was like, I was making jokes. I'm like, yo, God took away my hairline. He gave me a beard because, I keep the beard on point. So I'm like, that's just the exchange that I had to make, So, I'm getting these low Caesars and I'm liking the way I look. I'm being a lot more confident in my skin when I'm getting them. But still, again, like I said, that's that period of hope. So at that point, I'm trying to see if I could nurse back my hair to health. Like if I could find these products that's going to help my hair grow or maybe eating is going to help me, you know what I mean? But at that point, it's too late. It's not, it's in my genetics. It's already happening. I should have paid attention to it sooner. And I just know.
Did you try any product? And if so, what products did you try?
So I just used to do like a lot of research. They had like different hair oils. I'm not sure like I don't remember recall the actual names, but it's like little hair oils and conditioners, you'll throw on, you'll sleep with, and you'll just kind of brush it. They'll have like a lot of different directions or instructions. And it just wasn't really like doing anything, you know what I mean? It wasn't working. It wasn't working. And at that point, yeah, you gotta just digest it like, yo, it's genetic. That's you. That's fine. but being young and being more immature, you're not willing to accept the skin you in until you really get there, till you grow to be like, yo, this is me. Like, I'm confident in the skin I am. And it took some time, this is a few years. I was rocking the low cut, the low Caesar. And then this is right about when COVID is hitting, right?
Okay.
So
wait, Jeff, hold on. Did the barber ever give you any game? I know he started cutting you lower now, because this same barber, I'm assuming you're rocking with the same barber?
different barber.
Okay.
So just a little backtrack. I had a barber from when I was young to when I got to college. When I got to college, I moved down to Rutgers, which was like New Brunswick, and I'm from up north. When I came back, I just started going to a different barber. Just like I would tap in with my barber, but different barber was just like, it was my previous barber had moved, so I would
okay.
but it was too much. So I'm like, I got to figure out, a new barber, which, it hurt.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
It hurt. But it was just like, I had to really pick, like, drive like 30, 40 minutes to my barber to the new location, or find a new barber and just have him cut as close as you want, you know what I mean? And I had started going to a new barber. He was fine, you know what I mean? It was cool, just wasn't the same. And at that point too, my hair was already changing. So I just had to be a little bit more stern with how he was cutting my hair. So that's what I was mentioning before. I had to direct him a little bit more, like, yo, bro, be easy when you cutting this. You know what I mean? Maybe like let this grow back a little bit. Don't touch this spot. But then I'm thinking in my head is like, yo, this is mad directions to get a haircut. Like, I'm paying you to now direct and engineer how you about to cut my hair. That's a lot of work, you feel me? Just for a haircut. Like, is it really worth it? And I was just so focused on grasping this, like, yo, when my hair come back and I got a beard now, my wave's about to be crazy. Like, this is my mind. I'm like, I'm about to be crazy. Like, it's about to be nuts. And then, so like time is going on, I'm never really recovering. And I'm slowly but surely, I guess, accepting the fact that my hair is gone, but I'm still holding on. I'm still like this little bit of hope, like, yo, maybe this shit may come back. Maybe it may come back. I'm trying different shampoos. You know what I mean? I'm seeing like, all right, let me not use this. Let me try to switch to like all natural products to put in my hair. And it's still just not working. You feel me? It's still just not working. And this is like going towards like that COVID period. Once I started realizing like barbers are going to be done, at that point, my hair was growing for a few weeks. So I got a chance to see my hair like fully grown, right? And it's like, it was growing, but it still wasn't healthy of what I was used to, like of what I grow in my wave, like the waves that I used to have, my hair was so straight that it could grow and have waves. And that's not natural for somebody with nappy hair. And I was fine with that, you feel me? But at this point, like my hair is not healthy. So it's not even growing the same. It's not like it's uneven, or some parts are growing and slower. I still got the balding spot. My hairline's receding.
It's ugly now, man. It's ugly now.
Bro, it's ugly. So it's like, yo, this is the ugly truth though, right? It's the ugly truth. So I'm getting a chance to really think about this and like, yo, like it was really like a day and I'm like, yo, what am I holding on for? Like, I know what's going on right now. I can't get to the barber. I look wild. And this is the perfect opportunity to train myself to really make this transition, to be comfortable by myself, be able to, learn how to shave and take care of that, take care of that process. And then, slowly but surely, I'll be fine once COVID is over. So it was one day I went to Target, went to go get some clippers. So I bought like a electronic clipper set. And this is before I even got like the shaving blade. So I get the clipper set and I literally go in my bathroom and just shave everything off. So I shave everything off and I'm just like, damn, like I really just did this. Like I'm processing it. It was an impulsive decision, but I needed it.
Yeah.
And one of my friends at the time who I was living with, one of my homies, he was bald as well. He made that transition on his own. He kept telling me like, yo, bro, just get the bevel, you're gonna be fine. And I'm still like, nah, like nigga, you bald, not me. Like, you know what I mean? You bald, but I'm fine. Like I can still rock this little low cut, this little Caesar is working. And I fast forward, I get the clippers, I shave it off, and I feel good. I'm like, yo, like I really just did this. Like it's done with. Like that concern of like, oh, my hair is uneven. It's like, nah, you shaved your head off, you got the baldy, rock with it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, like I think I can do this.
Rock with it. I'll get you like, yo, I look straight.
Yeah, I look straight. Like, it's not that much of a change. Plus, I got the Sunni, so I'm fine. At this point, I'm like, yo, just make sure you get in shape. Like, you feel me? Make sure you get in the gym. And, you know, at that point, you focusing on like your skincare, taking care of your hair. So I shaved my head. And then that same day I placed an order for a bevel set for the blade and everything. So it comes in a few days later, and I get like, I shave, watch a few YouTube videos, learn how to shave to get that like crisp, clean, smooth cut. And I'm like, yo, like this wasn't bad. I ain't nicked myself. It's clean. And I'm like, it didn't take that long of a process. The first day it took me maybe like 40 minutes to like really take my time. And I was like, you know what? I like this. Let me try to start doing this. So as I'm shaving, I'm becoming quicker with shaving. I'm learning like, all right, you know what I mean? This is not that bad. I'm learning like the products, you know, I'm getting razor bumps. I'm learning how to contain them, to not have them, you know, when I shave, you know, little tips and tricks. And then, you know, as a month goes by, I'm like, yo, damn, I just saved mad money. Like I was able to literally shave my head anytime I had some hair and I was fine.
Yeah.
And I started noticing like, all right, let me just keep practicing this. You know, at the time I had the clippers. So what I started doing, started trimming my beard, learning how to like trim my beard. You feel me? So now I'm taking the complete cut of going to somebody else, giving them that 2025, and I'm doing it myself in the house. I'm being able to line myself up, shave my head. If I do need to pop out, cool, I'm straight, and it's on my timing.
Yeah.
So now it's in my head. I'm like, yo, there's no point in going back to getting a haircut. You feel me? There's really no point. I'm saving money. I'm learning a skill set and becoming my own groomer. You feel me? I'm getting a chance to try out. I'm not going to be perfect, but I'm going to learn as I go. And eventually I'm going to get it. I'm becoming more confident because now I'm just
going to do it during COVID, right? Because you ain't
exactly.
Really,
you're not really seeing that many people. And then when you pop out, it's like a fresh change. You know, people are like, oh, wow, like, you know, you look good. Like it fits you. It's different. And that's making me feel more confident because I've already built up that confidence, but now it's a fresh slate. So now it's like, once I start doing it, I'm not going back now. You feel me? I'm feeling the baldy. Now it's like, I'm getting in shape. You know, I'm working out more, going running. And I'm paying attention to my health. That's a huge thing I started paying attention to, like drinking more water so my skin is hydrated, making sure I'm using the right products, you know, like I'm a big fan, you know, we from West Africa, so I use like the African shea butter, raw shea butter, you know what I mean? I would use like a little bit of coconut oil. These are things that I'm paying attention to where I'm like, oh, not only am I taking better care of my head, taking care of better overall health.
Yeah.
And that's the key, you know, that's a benefit. Like, oh, I'm paying attention to now what I'm putting on my skin, now what I'm eating, you know, now what I'm, you know, what I'm wearing. I'm trying out a lot more. And I'm like, oh, like, I like the benefit I got from just accepting the fact of getting a baldy, you feel me? Just coming home.
Dog, so this is crazy because you're talking about like a damn near a full evolution and transformation, bro, of how you think about self-care, health, etc., all powered by the idea of you coming home, man. And that's so many things that guys go through because a lot of guys is like, yo, I lost this. I got to overcompensate with something else, right? And some it may be the gym, some it may be the beard, whatever. But you really stepped into a whole new version of you, and you knew like, as soon as COVID is over, I'm about to pop out crazy on folks, and you did that.
Big facts, bro. Big facts, bro. It really was. In hindsight, now I'm thinking like I probably should have did it much sooner beforehand, but like I think that was my own growing process. I think I learned a lot about myself. I think I was able to deal with myself internally and externally. I'm paying attention. And I just got a chance to like get a fresh start to really say like, yo, this is the new Jeff. Like there's nothing to be shy about, just to be more confident, to take care of yourself. And at the end of the day, you know what I mean, you're going to radiate that confidence and that happiness and that concern that is now eliminated is going to radiate out of you. So you're going to even look that much better, you know?
Talk that talk, bro, because the funny thing is, you know, when guys are dealing with hair loss, folks really be shrinking. Like you know what I'm saying? You nervous, you trying to wear a hat, you can't even be your full self. But what you just said is, you know, by the time you come home, you really accepting that. You really walking in, you got more confidence now. You standing up taller now, you know what I'm saying? I think that's something that guys really got to hear. So I'm glad you touched on that, Brody, for sure. What I want to get into now, man, is you talked about having this, at this point, this perfected, I don't want to say perfected, because I'm sure you're still tweaking it. You can learn something here and there, But your grooming routine at this point sounds like it's been through some iterations, and you know what you're doing now, right?
Yeah, definitely.
What's game, Brody? Talk to the people, and what are you doing now to maintain the scout, to maintain the beard, self-care in general? Give us game.
So I would say just starting off. So normally if I'm going to shave my head, I try not to let my hair get too high, because I want to make sure I could just shave it with a beard. Shave it with the razor. If it is heavy, I'm going to hit it with the clippers before I do the razor. But before I'm even touching it with the razor, once I get like a low like stubble, I make sure I use a steamer first. Open up the pores. Make sure the pores are good. Hit my head with like some oil so that the clippers, the blade is gonna glide, and then I'm gonna use the shaving cream and shave it down. Make sure I use like a 3-way mirror so I could get like all the spots, and then also just using the technique of just feeling it, making sure you feeling like your head is smooth. I will say with shaving, you just got to take your time, until you get that skill set. You don't want to be nicking yourself. You cut off your skin, stuff like that. Like just take your time. That's another thing that has allowed me to show like it's just slow down. What you in a rush for? Slow down, make sure you fine, you get everything shaved on your head. Now,
really,
you wash.
It's really an art, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of an art, you know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Ain't nothing to be rushed, you know what I'm saying? Self-care should be an art, man. It should be an opportunity for you to really slow down, take the time to really take care of yourself. How fast are you shaving now? You are damn near a pro now. How long does it take you to actually get a full shave? Knowing that time, we know you in there, Jeff. We know you in there cooking up. But how long is it taking you?
I would say about like 15 minutes. Just the process of, lathering up, making sure I'm steaming, making sure I'm getting a nice cut. And, when you be shaving, I listen to music, I be jamming, you know what I mean? So it's still a decent amount of time, but way shorter than you even going to a barber, you know what I mean? And on top of that, I'm not paying nothing. So, I get a chance to really pay attention to that. And then, after I'm actually shaving, then I'm using the clippers if I need to trim my beard or line my beard up or anything like that.
My man. Dog. So we got to talk a little bit about like what it means to be a bald man right now, right? So I got my opinion, and everybody that follows me on IG know I talk that talk.
Yes.
I talk that talk for bald man. I talk that talk for us. Because in my opinion, bro, right now, I do really feel like it's kind of our time. I joke and I say, yo, bald guys, we popping like light skinned homies in the 90s. But I'm not, I don't be capping when I say, like, I'm saying, like, everybody know I speak from the chest, you know what I'm saying? Like everything I say, I stand on it. So, bro, how do you feel currently right now? Do you feel like do you feel like it's our time? Is there something happening right now where it's like, yo, we kind of up right now, or am I capping? Let me know, bro.
Nah, that's definitely big facts, bro. I think that at least I've noticed over the past, few years, it's been a lot more people who are bald. So that's like already it's just a commonality, right? But in itself, I think a lot more people, friends that I've seen as well, like I said, that confidence is radiating, like that concern or self-consciousness of just not having the hair of how you want to, you're gonna feel that. You're gonna feel that from somebody, you're gonna see that. And I think being bald now, for me, it just allows me to empower myself to really pay attention and accepting me and quote unquote what would be all my flaws, or just leaning into my strengths, like I don't have to have hair to be me. That's not going to change my character trait. But ironically enough, not having hair is making me more confident. It's making me more productive. It's making me more attentive to myself. So I think that to each his own, but I would say that just being bald, it has changed my experience. It's changed my life. It's made me more confident, made me more attentive to like my health care, to my skin care. And as well as just to the conversation, it's a conversation starter. People are gonna, pop up to you, you have a nice beard, you're bald, I take care of my beard, I take care of my skincare. And that's that. I think it's definitely a blessing. Everybody's not gonna have a Rapunzel. So, go ahead, do what you gotta do. But at the end of the day, I'm enjoying what I have and I'm enjoying what God's blessed me with.
Already, that's the word, man. The last thing I'm gonna say before we get into the next section is my job, bro. My job is to charge us up. I like to put a battery in our back. I like to charge the homies up. All the ball homies, I put a battery in our back. So another thing I always say on Instagram, and I'll be halfway joking, but I'm also dead ass. I'll be like, yo, I'm not gonna lie right now. When I check the score, ball man up 10 in the fourth quarter on everybody else. We up 10.
Big facts.
So
big facts.
If I had to ask you personally, family, if you look at the scoreboard right now, you know what I'm saying? You got the home team and the away team. You know, we the home team. You know what I'm saying? You got the away team, which is everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Fourth quarter, 2 minutes left. What's the score right now, son? Home team, what's the score? Away team, what's the score?
I'm gonna say with the ball homies, I'm gonna say it's a close game, but I think we winning. I'm gonna say it's 90-84. But I'm gonna say that the ball homies, they starter, he got a 40-point triple dub right now. He's going crazy. He's going crazy. So they gotta watch that man. They can't control it.
They can't guard him. They can, and I'm not going. The funny thing is, because you know who got the rock. That might be Jordan with the rock.
Big facts.
That might Jordan is, he hit classic. That might have been Kobe with the rock.
Big facts.
You know what I'm saying? And Bron gonna come home soon. That could be Bron. You know, that could be Shaq with the rock. So like,
what?
Like, I can't make this up, bro.
It's different. It's different. It's a different lifestyle, yo. I'm realizing that. All the great men are ball, man. I'm realizing that.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I talk that talk, but I do it with a basis. You know what I'm saying? But nah, man. Thank you for indulging me there, man. I'll be energetic when it comes to this. So,
of course. I feel you.
You feel me? Yeah. So we're gonna get to the next portion, man. We're gonna get to the next portion here. This is what I call the lightning round, bro. The lightning round. So I'm gonna ask you about 5 questions, and you just kind of give me the first answer that pops to the top of your head, bro. So, question number 1. We said, like I said a little bit earlier, a lot of ball, man, we can't really switch it up. Like, this is it, you know what I'm saying? We just rock this. So, man, we'll throw on hats to kind of give a little variety to their look. If you do wear hats, what is your favorite or go-to hat?
I would say, so I do wear hats. I like the new era fitteds. Like to get a little slight bend in the brim. Try to mix it up, you know what I mean? I got different hats. I feel like one of the classic hats I have is the Black Sox. Very, 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 very classic hat. So yeah, like I switch it up, you know, I got like different, you know, the Yankee, the Angels, you know, Diamondbacks. You got a bunch of different hats. That's normally what I go to. And that's if I'm putting like streetwear, urban attire. If I'm going to professional, I'm cool with the clean baldy, just making sure I'm shaving before I pop out. You know, the skin is soft, smooth, throw a little bit of, you know, shea butter and balm, make sure the hair is good, and I'm out.
Talk that talk, man. You know what I'm saying? All right, bro. Next question, my G. We talked about your grooming routine already. We know you got that thing, you know, tightened up. What would you say is your go-to grooming product that you can't move without, bro? Like, I gotta have this.
Shea butter, bro. I feel like shea butter shea butter is just different because it just melt on your skin. Like the naturalness of it, you know, you throw a little bit on there, you know, you shave your head, you throw on, you know, the aftershave balm, of course, just so you're not getting no razor bumps or anything. But once, you know, you got everything done and you throw like a little bit of shea butter, you know, after like 5-10 minutes and it's actually soaking in your skin, you could feel the hydration. Like, oh, my skin is fine. My hair's not going to be ashy. My skin is not peeling. It's going to last. And it just like, it does wonders, bro. It does wonders. I can't even lie.
For sure. Well, you can get to this talk now about, some of the most iconic guys ever. I threw a few names out in the sports talk when we were talking about the scoreboard analogy, but I want to get your top 4, bro. Your top 4 most iconic ball man of all time. If you had to build a Mount Rushmore of ball homies, what 4 would you put up there? Again, dead or alive. It can be music, sports, whatever, anything. Who's those top 4 guys you'd be like, yo, these guys did it first. They did it the right way.
I would say, and so my top 4, they're going to be geared, I guess, towards impact in my life and what they represent to me. I'm going to throw first person I'm going to put Jordan up there. Jordan made it. Jordan was different. He's a different animal. Like he made being bald cool way before our time, right? I will throw Shaq up there. Such just a dominant energy, right? And we talking about in the sports industry. He was another one, you know, he got the baldy. Shaq is just a person that you just know him for that. Third person I would say is one of my top 5 artists is Jeezy. Jeezy is just different. Like He's an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't even listen to his music now. But with him, I respect him because, you know, he's timeless though. Like he's the principles, the morals he stand on. He may not make all the hits, but like the lifestyle that he live, I feel like he's relatable to me. You know, it's just certain things that he does, certain things that he believes in, a certain thing, a code that he moves by that. I'm like, I can respect that. And then last, I would say a new bald bro, I would say is The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. He's just like, he's a very impactful figure. I feel like he's a mogul in himself, right? He has he went from wrestling to now this acting to, you know, now he has like a lot of different endeavors. You know, he has a liquor brand. He has his clothing line, like a sports attire line, and his resilience and, you know, his determination. I just respect that a lot. And I would just say like those would be like my Mount Rushmore, because each person represents something different.
And you know, talk about Jeezy, man. That TM 101 is forever.
Classic.
You know?
Classic, bro. Top 5 albums. I'm sorry. Like people be like, what? I'm like, yeah, you're wild. I'm like that album raised me. That album raised me, bro.
No doubt. Brody, we're finna get into the 2 final questions here, man. And this gets a little bit deeper, man. So you know what I'm saying? Just give you a forewarning.
Okay.
Obviously, you know, we talk about come home from the slang perspective, like, yo, you losing that. You got to pull up to the crib. You know, and we do this podcast, one, to highlight dope ball men who killing it, you know, share their stories. But also there's a part of it while we do this, is to help other guys who still might be down bad, still may be struggling with their hair loss journey. So Jeff, if you knew somebody was watching this right now and, you know, they still struggling with their hair loss, what's the best advice you could give them, my G?
I would say, man, just be confident, man. Definitely just be confident in yourself, right? Don't try to hold on into something that's not working for you. Like what's for you is going to be for you. So just take the time to really pay attention to, you know, yourself, your body, and just think about it. If you need to write out the pros and cons, do that, whatever works for you. I would just recommend just trying it coming home, because if you feel like if you don't like it, your hair is going to grow back. But I think on that other side of what you may be fearing, it may just open up a lot of doors to you. You know, you don't know what may come from that. You may, you know, be more in tune with your body. You may realize like the money that you save and may help you in another part of life. You may just feel more confident or less stressed. It may open up, you know, maybe a modeling gig or something, you know, you don't even know. So I think just, you know, take your time, be confident in yourself. Don't try to hold on to other people's ideas. And just be generally you. If that's the route that, you know, your hair is taken and, you know, that's the route that your body's given, just try it out. And, you know, if you don't like it, go back. But I'm pretty sure once you do it, all the roads lead to staying on the ball side.
Hey, man, I can't say it better myself. Last question, family. We talk about come home, and I'm glad this has been a great episode because the way you talked about it was like, yo, low key, when I shaved my head and I came home, I also went through an evolution in other areas of my life, right? And that almost talks about a lot of guys when they're losing their hair, they're around that age when they're really starting to mature. It's kind of like a man, and you're really starting to experience, you know, you're going kind of from boy to man. You know, I was doing these young things, I'm partying, wilding out in the club. But yo, I'm a little bit older now. I'm shaving my head. I'm rocking the suits. I'm stepping out business cash everywhere I go. I might be looking at, you know, different watches now. I may be thinking about different drinks. I'm not drinking this thing. I ain't on that Bacardi, that Ciroc no more.
Different swag.
Whole different swag, family. Whole different swag. So I want to take it to the concept of manhood too, because again, come home as a man or like a man. Bro, to you, what does it mean to be a man today in 2021, Brody?
In 2021, I would just say, like, I think there's a lot of, it's funny because there's a lot of different variations, right, of what people think being a man is. And that's always going to be, I guess, subjective. To me, it's just, you know, being respectful, being responsible, standing on what you mean, saying what you mean, being real with yourself, being a protector, being a provider, whether that's to, you know, your whiz, your missus, or your family, or just to yourself. I think that the older we're getting, it's better to show the world more of yourself, and that's being a man, right? You can't be somebody who's like lying or kind of shying away from difficult times. You got to be willing to go through those tough times to grow. That's part of being a man. It's not like it's going to be an easy journey, going to be tough issues, but just really having the code, principles, morals, values, understanding, a sense of direction of what you're trying to move towards, and just committing to just working on whatever your goals are, like really just taking the time to be like, all right, I'm gonna keep doing this, even if it's hard. I'm gonna make sure it works. I'm gonna give it my all, and if it's not for me, then I'll figure it out. But just standing in yourself and knowing yourself, I think that's huge in just being a man today.
Hey man, like as I listened to you say that, I was like, yo, how can I distill this down? And I feel like what I heard, this is gonna sound funny, but I heard PCP, purpose, commitment, and principles.
Big facts.
Yes, sir. We talked about purpose, commitment, and principles. And I think that's spot on, man. When we talk about, man, that's really killed it and set the tone for how we want to move in life, whether that's Jeezy, whether that's hustle. They talk about, some of the things they talk about are all three of those things.
Yeah.
Gotta have a purpose, because that's how you kind of set your direction in life. You got to be committed. It's a marathon. We know that, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be ups and downs, but you got to be committed. And a man got to have principles, bro. There got to be a code, you know what I'm saying? Because if not, you'll fall for anything, you know what I'm saying?
100%, bro. 100%.
Jeff really just gave us keys. PCP. I may use that somewhere too. You got to get that copyrighted before I start using it too much. Bro, Brody, this has been one of my favorite episodes, man, dog. Thank you for sitting down with us, man. We had an opportunity to chop it up a week or so ago, and I'm glad I got you on the episode because it's been one of my favorite ones. If anybody's watching this right now, they want to tap in with you, family, what's the best way for them to find you on social media?
You could tap in with me on IG. My IG @name is Jaws of Jeff. Yeah, feel free to connect with me. Always willing to help, always willing to have good conversation.
My man. So my dad walked us through everything from Newark, Jersey, his disgust of the Brooklyn Nets leaving Jersey like that, but still he was Cashman Barclays no matter what this season.
Yeah.
He's not rocking with none of them football teams. Had the crazy 360 waves back in the day. I need one of them pics from back in the day too. So we
got you. I got you. The hairline was on point, smooth, do-rags, white tees, all that, you know what I mean?
Super crispy. I'm already knowing, man. But today, I think, if anything, your episode taught us what the transition from, having that, fading away hairline or that bald spot, that transition from there to really embracing your natural evolution, coming home and really stepping into that confidence, what that can do to you in all areas of life, man. I appreciate you for sharing that today, Brody.
Big facts. And thank you for having me. I definitely had a great time and being able to, discuss the things that were on the agenda as well.
You already know, man. Y'all, until next time, y'all know where to find us. Y'all stay bald and y'all stay bold. And I'll see y'all soon.